G'day, it's Jane from Thread My Bobbin, and today I've got another Blockheads 6 block for you. It's block 13, Toadstool Twist by Betsy Chutchian. So let's do it. Okay, I think this is going to go together pretty quickly. It's basically, we've got 8 flying geese around the outside, and then these center squares are just, the corners stitch and flip. So it should be fairly simple. All right, you need to leave 4 of the little A squares. You don't need lines on the back. I've already drawn my marks across the back of the other A squares. So with these rectangles, and I'm just going to put them all together and then chain piece them. Just lay them out. And I went with pink and green. I went out, opened the front door on Saturday morning, and our blossom tree has blossomed. So spring is on its way here. Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. Down the street there's just pink blossoms everywhere. So pink and green it is. Oops. So take those rectangles, and then this is just, we're going to make flying geese. So the line from the center out. And I'm just going to put all these together and then chain piece them in one hit. The rain has stopped today, thank goodness. We had terrible rain and storms yesterday. Right, so they're ready, and this is where we just sew down the outside next to the drawn line on each of these. Now we're just going to trim off 1/4 inch from the sewn line on each of these, and then once they're trimmed, then press them open. All right, so I'm going to press those open, and then we'll attach the next ones. Now we do the same with the other side. Just pop those on and then sew from the center out. All right, so we sew again on the outside of the line. So I'm going to sew them now, trim them and press them. So there's my flying geese. I've pressed them and then I have trimmed them to the correct size. Now there was very little to trim off, so there's very little room for error in these. If I did them again, I'd probably make them a fraction bigger, because I think on some of them I might lose my points. But that's okay, I'm not too worried about that. If you want some help to trim them accurately, go back to the last video, Flight Path Blockheads 12, and in that I showed you how to mark your ruler up to be able to trim them accurately, and I've done it twice in that video, so that will show you how to trim them. All right, so flying geese are made, and the next step is simple. It's just taking these 4 squares and we do a stitch and flip in each corner. So just a sec, I'll put those up. So 1 on each side. I'm going to pin them so it doesn't slide. If I can get it through there. Yep. I think this is probably going to be the quickest Blockheads block I've made, to be honest. Yesterday's, not because of the block, but it took quite a long time. Everything I touched seemed to go wrong. Now, internet connection because of the rain wasn't great. But yeah, I'm making up for it today on this one. Oops. With these, we're going to sew again on that next to the line on the outside of each side, and then turn them back, press them and trim them. So I'm going to do that and then I'll be back. All right, so these blocks we've trimmed off the extra, and they're 3.5 inch square, and just press that way on the back. So now let's put the block together. This is a really pretty block. I like this. It's not one I've made before. But I like it. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's lovely. So now I'm just going to join, I'll join these sets down here, then these down here, then rows, and then columns to put the block together. So here's my finished block. I'm very happy with it. I really like it. What I did do a little bit differently to what I thought was, instead of joining them in rows, I ended up joining them in a 4-patch. So I joined these 4 and then joined it as 4-patch, and that way on the back when I ironed it, I was able to spin the seams and have each of the seams lying flat, going in the right direction. So I think it's better to do it as a 4-patch when you're joining it. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I will have another Blockheads video coming out shortly. I'm all caught up. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.